In today's video, we'll be looking at the brand new TEC-9 submachine gun that came out with Season 5 in the Battle Pass on Tier 30. Now you can unlock this submachine gun totally for free without purchasing the Battle Pass, but you could also purchase the 25 tiers plus, which would basically make you be 2 tiers away from actually unlocking the submachine gun, or you could just progress your way through the Battle Pass itself and unlock it. Now I'm going to be testing this weapon out mainly in zombies as we are a zombies YouTube channel, but also I had to use this weapon in multiplayer, so I will share some of my opinions on that specifically for hardcore. Now something I want to announce real quick before we get into it, I will be doing a giveaway of the Battle Pass, and the way you can enter that is by liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Okay, no. The way you can enter this giveaway is by joining our Discord server, which is linked down in the description, but also don't forget to subscribe and like as well. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers. Can we aim for 200 likes on this video? That would be pretty epic if we could do that. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So fully, before we get into the actual review and just me talking about what my opinions are about this submachine gun, I will first let you listen to the full automatic version of this submachine gun, what it sounds like when it's not pack-a-punched and what it sounds like when it is pack-a-punched. First thing I need to point out is, if you've seen the trailer where they officially announced Season 5, like was it 2 weeks ago now, they had the character from the Battle Pass, the Tier 100 or Tier 1 skin if you want to call her, holding dual-wield versions of the TEC-9s. One of the most disappointing things about this weapon is that was just a cinematic thing. Unfortunately, you cannot dual-wield submachine guns in Call of Duty Cold War, and you cannot dual-wield it on zombies, which was probably one of the most disappointing things. I was really looking forward to the TEC-9, and I feel like a lot of you guys were as well if you're watching this video. First things first, the attachments on this weapon are actually very important. I had to grind till level 46 on multiplayer to level it up, which was probably the fastest I've ever gotten a weapon to level 50. The reason I had to grind it out on multiplayer to get the levels was because I had to get the last muzzle on the submachine gun, which is the full auto repeater. The weapon without any muzzle attachments is described as semi-auto submachine gun, which it is. And I'll be honest, I'm not too crazy about this. It felt very weird. I was expecting it to be at least a 3 burst straight off the bat, but it was unfortunately just one shot. It felt a lot like the tactical rifles, which obviously, you know, it's just like, you know, shoots one bullet at a time. The only positive that I found from using the semi-auto version is the critical kills were very easy to get. This weapon dealt a lot of damage on headshots on the zombies, and getting dark ether or the critical kills will be extremely easy. I'm pretty sure my first game that I played, I nearly have completed all of the headshot challenges. I only need to get around like 600 more or even 400 more to finish off the critical kills, which is absolutely insane. So this does have a pretty high DPS, which is pretty good. Once you unlock the first attachment, and then most of the attachments until the last one are 3 bursts. So I'm pretty sure there's differences of different kind of speed of 3 bursts, unless I just noticed a weird kind of pattern. The first one's a bit slower, then the second one's a bit faster, and they just kind of change. Honestly, I don't recommend using the 3 bursts. I didn't really know that if you go up to the armory station on zombies, and I played this on the Machina, you cannot get a different attachment unless you already have it unlocked. So I spent like at least 5,000 salvage going up to round 55 with this weapon, trying to see if I can get the fully automatic version, and the 3 burst just was such a disappointment. It didn't feel comfortable, and I definitely preferred the semi-auto version of this weapon. Now this weapon obviously off the bat is called just a TEC-9. Once you pack-a-punch it, it will be called the Rec-9, which is quite funny, I'll be honest. I kind of did enjoy that, and it did make me chuckle a bit because, you know, it just went from the TEC-9 to it starts wrecking zombies. No, it doesn't. If it had dual wield, maybe. Sorry, I'm just a bit salty that there's no dual wield for these submachine guns because I was really excited for that for them. Now I went up till round 55 with this weapon, which was a bit of a pain because with the semi-auto and the 3 burst around higher 30s, I noticed that this weapon started to kind of drop off and not be as good as, well, you know, it should be. Fili. And then with the fully automatic, I hopped into a game. It actually, I think, lasted a tiny bit less or even tiny bit more. Obviously, the critical headshots were all pretty good, but I think that's why the semi-auto was better, because it dealt more critical headshot damages faster because I was more accurate with it than having to control the recoil on the 3 burst and the fully automatic. And on round 55, everything went to hell when I tried to play it. I would have hopped into another game, but I tried out the 3 burst. It was very average. Tried out the semi-auto somehow, very average. And unfortunately, I did not get up there with a fully auto, but I think it would definitely be around the same as all the versions of this submachine gun. So all in all, this is just a really fast review. In multiplayer, it's kind of average. It's nothing insane. I played on hardcore. I just don't like multiplayer on Cold War, so I mostly rage quit out of my game, so that's why it took me so long. Level 46 is when you unlock the fully automatic version of the submachine gun. And is it worth getting up those battle pass tiers, grinding those hours into the game just to unlock a submachine gun for zombies or multiplayer? No. If it had dual wield, maybe. It's kind of interesting that this submachine gun has 3 versions to it in a way. It has a semi-auto, 3 burst, and automatic. I keep mentioning that. But it's just another submachine gun in the list of weapons that we have. I think the most interesting weapon that I'm looking forward to is the Marshalls, or the new pistol shotguns that are going to be releasing, I'm guessing, in Season 5 Reloaded. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm also going to be making a review on the brand new AR that's in the Battle Pass. I just wanted to cover this one first because I really enjoyed it and was really curious how this submachine was going to behave. And also I'm going to be reviewing the brand new perk, the brand new field upgrade, and just a bunch of content in the future. So if you're looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe. Road to 30k, here we come. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I gave you some good insight on this submachine gun, if it's worth your time unlocking. And looking at it now, actually, quickly before we leave, it looks a lot like a pistol. Why wasn't it a pistol class?